Another set of 5 by 20, 5 sets of 20, and no pain, no strain, no uncomfortable feelings, no negative feelings anywhere. I just want to make sure that you understand this, man. For 10 plus years of training, I would push hard. I'm not a pussy. I can push. I can be uncomfortable. I've ran sand dunes. I've vomited. I've done all sorts of stuff in my pre-weightlifting days, like basketball days. Training hard, getting fit, all that. I know uncomfortable. I know training hard. I've always kind of done it, right? Like I've always been around sports. Soccer, then basketball, now weightlifting, powerlifting, whatever you want to call this, training in the garage. So I'm not a pussy. Like I can push. But when things start to hurt, like negative hurt, like sharp, uncomfortable feeling, hip pain, elbow pain, things that you can't even, shake away from your daily life, man. Like you can't open the damn drawer in your kitchen, man, because your elbow is killing you. That type of crap, it's not about being a pussy or not. Like, because if you push through that, you're going to have some severe, maybe even irreversible damage to your body. Like you can't be a baboon when it comes to this. You have to have some sort of intelligence about you. So it's not about that. I've always pushed hard, but I've always hit some sort of a limitation with pain or something like that would just set me back. That negative type of sharp injury type of stuff. But now I'm hitting 5 sets of 20. This is the second day in 3 days that I've done 5 sets of 20 with bench press wide. That is a huge amount of volume with 100 kilos. That is a lot. For somebody that benches 155, that is a lot. That's very good volume. And usually, even in the squat, when I used to squat really heavy, you'd feel crap the next day. You get out of bed a bit gingerly. The hip is biting you. Hip flexors are pissed, man. The hip flexors are pissed off. 10-minute drive to the hospital to go to work, and you get out of that car, you're like, God damn, I feel like I'm 90 years old. That kind of stuff. You feel shit, With bench press, nah, dude. In this wide grip, I feel fantastic. I've found it when it comes to the bench press. It feels freaking amazing. The only thing I feel is the good stuff. I feel DOMS through my chest. I feel, tightness through my traps, and all that positive stuff. Like it's all good. Nothing hurts. It's all positive like that. DOMS essentially. With squats, I'm yet to find that I'm 100% that I can just go nuts and wake up the following day with sore quads and adductors and glutes and get on with it. Nah, it's always something weird. I reckon I'm getting closer with this, light rep stuff, 30 reps plus, that kind of stuff. That's kind of feeling really, really, really good. But I just want to make sure you understand, like I'm stressing this very, very much, that it's not just about pushing hard. You need to get the technique right. And then once you find the technique right and you found home, then you can freaking send it, man. As much energy you have centrally and physically, like in terms of metabolic and also mentally, push. I've done 5 sets of 20, I'm spent. I'm spent with this bench press. I've got nothing left. And I walk away, I'm like, man, that was a great session. Tomorrow I wake up, I'm a bit sore, but it's all positive. There's no pain, there's no strain, there's no injury. I can't begin to explain to you after all these years of training how fantastic that is. And once you get into that position, man, like you never want to leave that position. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. And so it's not just about volume. It's not just about weights and reps and whatever. The technique is really important. And that word is not very sexy at all. I understand. I was listening to many people talk about that. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you exactly how to do it. No, dude, you got to find your way. You have to find your way. Just understand, if you do something, let's say you do your bench press, and the following day you wake up and your freaking elbow is jacked or your shoulder's jacked, it's wrong. It shouldn't feel that way, dude. You shouldn't feel like you're getting broken down. If you feel broken down, dude, you are taking one step forward, one step back. There's hardly any progress there, dude. It's just masochism, you're just hurting yourself for no reason. We're all going to have movements that we excel at and then we struggle with other things. For example, me, it's a squat everyday channel. I fell in love with it because it was so tough, and I felt like maybe if I do this every single day, I'll kind of work it out. No, dude, I'm not going to grow smaller femurs. It's always going to be the same size. It's always going to be that movement for me, just difficult. through that journey, I've banged my head against the wall many times, and I've worked out, this is pretty tough for me. No matter how I do it, it's pretty tough. And so for those movements, don't go so heavy. Go high repetitions. Just go high repetitions. You have to change that modality to fit you, fit your makeup. For the things that you really excel at, like maybe you have, like me, shorter arms, and you just kind of build for the bench press and everything kind of feels great, send it. Find the form that suits you really well and just go nuts. Go nuts, because you have a bigger reservoir there that you can use. If you have super long arms and bench press just murders you, everything about you, then some sort of a hip hinging thing might be your calling. Maybe you're going to be really good. You're going to find something, dude. I haven't met anybody that's crap at everything. You're going to find something which you call home and you can excel at. And then you can go crazy in there. And then all this other stuff that you're not 100% built for, just be mindful of your limitations and just adjust things. I'm looking at this barbell. I'm like, damn, man, I'm using 60 kilos on the SSB squat. And I'm using 100. Yeah, sure, the reps are 20 here and 30 here. It doesn't feel right. Well, it doesn't feel right, but also your femurs dictate a lot of this. And your history, it's not like you're going to say to yourself, well, you haven't tried. No, I've tried a lot. And I've worked that, high repetitions for squats is going to be my calling. It's going to be my path forward because it's not going to injure me. And I haven't said that word many times on the channel, but injury or pains and strains, like I haven't had freaking anything pop and break and snap, but like that overuse stuff, it comes really, really quickly for me when it comes to the hips. And it seems to be weight related. The Bulgarian method is not made for me. I'm not one of those elevator squats, freaking up and down. There's no torso lean at all. I am that, man. I'm not that. Maybe if I did smaller on the bench press, I could survive that, right? Because that's my calling. Maybe that's my thing if I want to go nuts with it. When it comes to the squat, it's going to be bodybuilding, high reps, fill the muscles, and then go from there. And you just have to be accepting of that. First, find the form, find your weaknesses, find your strengths, and then go and send it. And 100% know that you're not going to get hurt, because if a training session hurts you, that's a failed session in my opinion. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.